Yeah. So first of all, we would like to know about you, your name and where you come from and how you end up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Natasha and I'm from Canada, central Canada. We are on a year of travel and we spent some time in Thailand and then came to Vietnam approximately 3.5 weeks ago. We're spending 7 weeks in Vietnam. And on our journey, I did a dental cleaning in Thailand, and I had the enamel on my front teeth was very thin and it would stain very easily. So when we arrived in Vietnam, we said, hey, we have some time. Let's check out and see what kind of service we might be able to get at a dentist here. And so my husband did some research and found Dr.Bao, and here we are.
Yeah, I see. I know that you stayed in Hội An.
Yes.
Yes, and after decide to start with the treatment, you moved here.
Yeah, so we actually had planned to spend 4 weeks in Hoi An. And when we arrived, we also came to the dentist. Anyway, we decided we really liked Da Nang. And when we were coming here for treatments, we explored the city a bit more, and then we decided to relocate here for our last 3 weeks of our time in Vietnam. So not just because of the dentist, but also because of the city and everything. But the dental work is made easier because we're actually just down the road.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Because Hội An, from Hội An to Da Nang, it's not too far, but it's not near. Right?
No, I did my first full week I had 3 appointments in 1 week. I did travel from Hoi An for those appointments, but it really was like maybe half an hour each way. Yeah. So sometimes with traffic in Da Nang, it can be just as long. But at the same time, it's a nice drive from Hoi An and really easy to travel back and forth. So even if you're not living in Da Nang, you can definitely make it work.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right. And do you remember how many treatments that you have done in our clinic?
So I had a total of 5 appointments after my first consult. Yes.
Yeah.
The first 3 treatments after my consult was a lot in 1 week. I think I spent about 6 hours in the dental chair, but it was so efficient. Every appointment starts on time, and your office just runs so smoothly. The dentist is always available exactly when they're supposed to be there. It's a bit different than in Canada. Sometimes you wait and you get the support. The dental hygienists do the work, but then you're waiting to see a dentist. And here, Dr. Bao and Dr. Ni were so organized. Everything is just running so smoothly. That was one of the things that really impressed me, because I never felt like I waited and I never felt rushed, and it was always just really smooth, the whole process.
How about the feeling about the treatment here? I know that you had root canal and 1 crown and 4 implant veneers and also several filling.
Yes.
Yes. For the tooth preparation for crown and implant veneer, it takes a long time to prepare it, so that's why I guess you need to spend a few hours on the dental chair. Yeah. Do you feel tired sometimes?
Not really. I mean, I think that I wasn't expecting to be maybe in the chair for quite as long in a day, and it is a bit tiring even though you're just laying there, but it's so worth it. And then if you just go home and rest after it worked really smoothly. Because I did several things. And so I liked how they did small pieces of it each day. So they finished the root canal, and then I came back and they did a bit more work on that and then started the next process. So it was very well organized in how they did little pieces of it to all make it happen in such a short time, actually, because I think we just started coming a couple of weeks ago, honestly, and I'm all done.
Yeah, and about the root canal treatment, I know that some people will feel strong pain. I'm not sure how about your experience about the root canal treatment here? Did Dr. Nhi do it gentle?
I think Dr.Bao finished the root canal. So
Yeah.
I had actually started a root canal in Canada unexpectedly right around Christmas time. And then we were leaving to travel. So they did a part of it and just capped it so that I could be comfortable. And then I knew I had to get it finished. So the completion of the root canal was actually quite painless. And Dr. Bao was super efficient and gentle. Something that I really loved about your clinic was from the very first day, there's this gentle hand on your shoulder from some of your staff, and even the dentists themselves do it. And I don't know why, it was just so comforting to me. And it was something that I mentioned to my husband right away. So even in the middle of a root canal, they would take notice if I tensed up. And there's just that gentle hand on your shoulder. And it just made all the difference. So the root canal was painless. The after effects, once the freezing came out, there was no real discomfort. I would say the most sensitivity that I felt was after the teeth whitening.
Teeth whitening?
Because my teeth are quite sensitive. I wasn't prepared for that level of discomfort. But within, I would say, 20 hours, it was gone as well. So,
Okay. Yeah, I understand. The sensitivity feeling for some people are strong, but for some are just a little bit. I know that it's kind of hard to to experience that feeling. But when you see the result, I think everything is worth.
So worth it, actually. It's life changing. My husband he was interested in doing teeth whitening as well, and I had never considered it as something that I would try professionally. Probably I was a little bit nervous because of the sensitivity that I have and some recession with my gums, but at the same time, the way it was done was really positive, and the results are stunning. And so it's like, oh wow, I never thought I could look this nice. My teeth could look this nice.
Okay, I see. And right now that we see that this is the final result of your new teeth, do you feel happy with the shape and color of your new teeth now?
Yes, so it takes some getting used to, because the veneers were part of the treatment plan because of the enamel. I had asked what were the options, and they recommended the veneers, which I'm really happy with on the forefront teeth. The shape has changed slightly from my original because that's part of the process, but it's I never realized how imperfect my teeth were before. I never really took the time to look too closely, but now that they're straighter and I was able to make them a little shorter by choice, they look fantastic. So I'm really happy with the results. And even today, coming back for the final checkup, just the attention to detail and making sure that everything was perfect, and asking for any other things to be changed. There was a little, when I rubbed my tongue on the back of my teeth, I could feel a little something. I didn't even have to tell the dentist that. She just found it and fixed it, and then I could immediately tell. So that attention to detail was really valuable, because I feel that the dentists take time to go through it and not just make it look good on the one side. It feels good in my mouth as well.
Do your veneers and crown feel natural when eating, when you eat and biting something?
Yeah. So I think the temporary veneers made me a little nervous, because I knew they were temporary, but I was afraid they would fall out and all these things. But at the end of the day, once the new ones were put on, I think within like a couple of hours, it just felt like my regular teeth, and I could chew and eat and enjoy foods that I love to eat with no problem. So really comfortable. I wouldn't even know that I had different veneers in my mouth
Yes.
or the crown. It's been very good.
That's the best thing that we would like to hear about the customer, because it's not about the only about the aesthetic,
Yeah.
but and also about the biting, making the new teeth without changing the biting, and you can eat the food normally. Yes, that's the best result that we can achieve.
Yeah, good. I think what I was saying is that the affordability of the services provided here, we were not surprised based on the research we had done, but also super grateful to be able to get this work done. Just the root canal alone in Canada would have cost half of what I paid for all of the other services combined. So I don't know, and veneers would be cost prohibitive in Canada. So this is really life-changing, and also something that we will, as you mentioned, we hope we come back. We have already told our kids, when you come to visit us, when we come to live into Vietnam next time, this is where you're going for your dental work, and we would highly recommend others to do the same. We'll be back.
We're happy to hear that.
Good.
Yeah, and I heard that you visit dental clinic in Thailand before you came here.
I did, yeah.
So what makes you tours over them?
I think there I just did a cleaning. It was very short and sweet. I would say that everything was clean and professional, but it was a little bit less, it didn't feel like they took the time to actually do what I had asked as thoroughly as they could have, I guess. And so I'm open to trying new things. And so here the experience was much, I think it was a bit more welcoming and just more thorough. There was a plan in place and the willingness to communicate. There's no language barrier, which is really huge for us when we're traveling in another country, and that's helpful. So everyone here that we interacted with, including yourself, were able to communicate, and we could have a conversation so that we were comfortable with the plan. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for your story today, and we hope that you enjoy your trip here in Da Nang and also in Vietnam in general. And yes, take care. And if you can come back in the future, we always welcome you and Mr. Ronan. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel that, honestly. It feels very welcoming. So thank you for you and the team here and the doctors and everyone. Thanks.
Thank you so much. You did so great today. But